Greetings, Nimrods. So as you know, Frog's been working on this 240 for quite a while, over a year now since he's bought this. Bought it for peanuts. It wasn't running, and he did quite a lot of work to it. And we're just going to take a ride. He's going to drive, and I'm going to tell you all the things he did to this car. And you can go back. There's like 4 videos I think on it that covers these different items. Some of them more than others, but going way back to the beginning, he bought this car and it had a gas tank in the trunk. The gas tank was not installed. The old one had been ripped out. They threw out the filler neck, unfortunately, so we had to go find another one of those and then install the gas tank. He put a new in gas tank fuel pump, the sending unit. Had to get a new battery. He put a new starter in it. That might have been the hardest thing. And I'll give a shout out to Clapped Out Garage. If you look at their videos, they got a great video on how to get in there and change out a starter in a Volvo 240. So check that out. What else do we do? The transmission linkage that goes from the gear selector on the floor to the automatic transmission. That had a rusted off part. We had to actually fabricate and weld it up and reinstall that. So that was a little bit of work. That's where we tested out our welder. That was our first welding job. What else did we do? Frog replaced the driver's side door. That's why it's got the red door on it. If you see some of the other videos, we're going to have to do some cosmetic and painting that, but that door works really well. The old one was totally butchered. Go back to that video and see why. New engine mounts. The exhaust is pretty much new all the way through. It's all been out and refabricated. The exhaust manifold studs got broken. We replaced those. The studs on the downpipe got retapped and reinstalled because it was welded together. All the brakes are new. Rotors, calipers, pads, everything new. A lot of new brake lines. There was the brake pressure regulator in the back there. We deleted that and all new brake lines there. Transmission coolant lines, transmission mount. There was a section of unibody we replaced. We don't show that in the videos, but we will maybe in the future. The fuel filter, the inline fuel pump, the bracket that holds that together, that was all rebuilt. The rear shocks were installed. Spring seats were rebuilt and installed. Total tune-up, the distributor cap points, oxygen sensor, wires, plugs, all that was done. Rear differential cover was done. And finally, the fuel injectors were changed out. I'm sure there's some other things in there that we're missing, but Frog spent a lot of time under this car and got a lot of rust in his ears and in his eyes. So hopefully he drives this car carefully, knowing that it took a lot of work to get this thing on the road. And he's pretty happy with it, and we're pretty happy that it got done. And I think we both learned a lot putting this car together. We still got some things to do. Obviously, we're going to get into some cosmetic stuff, some painting, and a little bit of rust repair. But all in all, the car is totally drivable. Frog's got it insured, he's got it registered, and he's even got the safety inspection, which had passed quite easily, not surprisingly. So hopefully you like this video, and hopefully you go back and look at that series of videos of him putting this thing together. Some of them are kind of interesting. All of them are interesting, especially if you like Volvo 240s. And if you don't like Volvo 240s, you probably haven't made it this far in this video. But if you haven't made it this far, make sure that you like this video. Give it a big thumbs up, just like Frog does. And subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. We don't do just Volvo videos. We do a lot of other stuff. Well, Frog's got a new project coming up, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. So remember, like, share, and subscribe. Nimrod wants you to subscribe. Happy hunting, Nimrods.